Good day, good afternoon, everyone. Most of you probably already know the distribution amounts. But for those who wants to know for the number of shares you have, what you would get, this should give you an estimate about what that would be. As you can see, Misty is 101%, SMCY is 102%, and you see the following. All right, let's begin. So these prices vary each month. If you happen to own some of the above ETFs, here's a roundabout payout you should receive. Now below is what you would get paid out for owning the number of shares multiplied by the price per shares. All right, first up, YieldMax will have YQQQ. You can see the market close price and the past 3 dividend distribution. Currently paying out $44.37. So if you own 50 shares, that'd be $22.19. If you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $2,218.50. We have AMZY, previously paid out in March of 41 cents, currently paying out 48.77. If you own 50 shares, that'd be 24.39. If you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $2,438.50. Next, we got APLY, previously paid out 34 cents, currently paying out 30 cents. If you own 100 shares, it'd be $30.23. 5,000 shares would be $1,511.50. SMCY, previously paid out 197, currently paying out a reduced amount of 150. So if you own 50 shares, that would be $75.06. If you own 5,000 shares, 500 shares, that would be $750.60. If you happen to own 1,000 shares, which is what I do, I will be getting paid $1,501.20. All right, moving right along. AIYY, previously paid out 32 cents, currently paying out 23 cents. All right, so if you own 13 shares like I do, that would be $2.99. 500 shares will yield you $115.05, and 10,000 shares will get you $2,301. All right, Misty. Misty previously paid out 130, previously paid out 137. You round it up to 138. Currently paying out 134, small reduction. So if you own 500 shares, that would be $667.80. If you happen to own 1,000 shares like I do, that would be $1,335.60. All right, moving right along. YieldMax. Um, Someone brought this to my attention that there was a name change. This is block. Used to be SQY, I believe. Now it's XYZY. All right. Previously paid out 50 cents. Currently paying out 44 cents. So if you own 1,000 shares, that'll be $441.20. If you own 10,000 shares, that'll be $4,412. All right, YieldMax has a new one called Winter, WNTR. It hasn't had a distribution amount paid out, but you can see the price closed at yesterday. All right, next we have DISO, previously paid out 29 cents, currently paying out 33 cents. So if you own 2,000 shares, it'll be $650.80. 10,000 shares would be $3,254. All right, weekly ETF for YieldMax. Previously paid out 18 cents, currently paying out 13 cents. If you own 50 shares like I do, that would be $6.48. If you own 2,000 shares, that would be $257.80. Next, we got YMAG. YMAG previously paid out 10 cents, currently paying out 10 cents. All right, 500 shares will get you $48.65. 10,000 shares will get you $973. All right, LFGY Previously paid out 42 cents, currently paying out another 42 cents. All right, so if you own 500 shares, it'll be $208.50, and 5,000 shares will get you $2,085. All right, GPTY, previously paid out 27 cents, currently paying out 24 cents. So if you own 100 shares, that'll be $23.60. 2,000 shares will get you $472. Next, we got SDTY, previously paid out 27 cents, currently paying out 23 cents. 2,000 shares will get you $454, and 10,000 shares will get you $2,270. QDTY, previously paid out 26 cents, currently paying out 22 cents. So if you happen to own 5,000 shares, that'll be $1,099.50, and 10,000 shares will get you $2,199. RDTY, previously paid out 34 cents, currently paying out 36 cents. So if you own 1,000 shares, it'll be $359. And if you happen to own 5,000 shares, that'll be $1,795. ULTY, weekly ETF, previously paid out 0.0916, currently paying out 0.0822. If you own 100 shares, it'd be $8.22. If you happen to own 400 shares, which is what I do, that would be $32.88. All right. A new one on the block is CHPY. Doesn't have a distribution, but you can see it closed at $41.91 on yesterday. Next, we got XPay, a RoundHill weekly ETF. XPay is not weekly, excuse me. Yes, XPay is not weekly. XPay is monthly, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's monthly. There it is at the bottom, distributions. All right. So previously paid out $95.85, currently paying out $95.2845. So if you happen to own 10 shares like I do, that would be $9.53. 1,000 shares would be $952.85, and 10,000 shares would be $9,528.45. All right, RoundHill QDTE weekly ETF. Previously paid out 25 cents, currently paying out 22 cents. So if you own 1,000 shares, that'd be $216.88. And if you own 5,000 shares, that'd be $1,084.42. All right, RDT weekly ETF around Hill. Previously paid out 32 cents, currently paying out 25 cents. So if you own 50 shares, that would be $12.34. If you own 1,000 shares, that would be $246.70. XDTE, previously paid out 28 cents, currently paying out 22 cents. So if you own 1,000 shares, it would be $216.88. 10,000 shares will get you $2,168.83. All right, YBT weekly ETF. Why do I got a weekly? I'm sorry, people. I made another mistake. This is not a weekly ETF. This is a monthly ETF. All right. Previously paid out 28 cents. Currently paying out 31 cents. So if you happen to own 0.002724, like I do, you would get less than a penny. 2,000 shares will get you $617.18, and 10,000 shares will get you $3,085.88. All right. Week, which is RoundHill weekly ETF. Is this weekly? Yes. Yes, this is weekly. Yes. All right. So this is a T-bill, Treasury bill. All right. So it has pretty much no NAV erosion. All right. Previously paid out 0.08, currently paying out 0.078359. So if you own 500 shares, that'd be $39.18. And if you own 10,000 shares, that'll be $783.59. All right. Kurv ETF for this week is AMZP. Previously paid out 55 cents, currently paying out 50 cents. So if you own 2,000 shares, that would be $1,000. And if you own 10,000 shares, that would be $5,000. All right. Next, we got MSFY. Previously paid out 55 cents, currently paying out 25 cents. So if you own 500 shares, that'd be $125. And if you own 10,000 shares, that would be $2,500. All right, that concludes our Group D of YieldMax, RoundHill, Kurv, and that's it. I think I put on the initial thumbnail RexShares, but RexShares is not actually included in this group. All right, sorry about that. You can see I made a few mistakes. Sorry about that. Try to do better next time. It's been a long night, sleepy. Had a doctor's appointment to take my mom to the doctor, so I'm just getting in and getting this out to you. All right, y'all enjoy. Have a good one.